Alright, so talking about the moon, what I've done here is the red flashers are indicating the moon's position, and we can see down below is where Orion is at. You can also notice the hour marker. The moon's at 5 hours in this particular time of the year. We'll let the sun move on across, and as it moves across, we'll notice the next night a bit of a change in the moon's position in the sky. Everything else is pretty much the same place. Orion is where Orion was, just trailing the moon, but the moon has moved closer to the east in the next night. And that will continue on every night. If we check its position, we'll see that the moon is moving about the width of your hand each night towards the east relative to where it was the night before. And that's because the moon takes 27.3 days to go through its cycle. We see the phases because of the reflection of the sunlight coming off of it. And there's 24 hours in a day, so that means, well, they're not the same numbers, but they're pretty close. Close enough that the moon's position changes at about an hour, about the width of your hand, each night to the east relative to the rest of the sky. So if we take a ride along with the moon, we can see how it changes each day when it swings around. So it's swinging behind the earth and back up in the sky. It's moving from the west towards the east, towards the sun. And as it does this, it's getting just thinner and thinner, which is a great time to look at it through a telescope because you can see all those beautiful craters. You have the terminator between the dark region and the bright region we can see here as that along that line. If you aim your telescope into that area, you're going to see the most details, and that should get the most wows. Full moon is fun to look at, and you look across the surface, but you just don't get those sharp craters as you get during one of the phases. Even as it's going toward a wispy, waning moon, when it wanes and waxes, and it's in that little thin sliver. Really fun object to look at over those nights. We do lose it as it gets too close to the sun, just won't be able to see it, not enough time to see it. But then when it moves past the sun, it does come back, and it's a great time to catch it as either an evening or a morning object. I would always encourage, again, to, if you're going to observe the moon, do it last, especially full moon. It's just going to knock out your night vision, and you're not going to be able to see anything else the rest of the night if you look at it. But it's a great finale. It's a great way just to wrap up a fun evening with your kids, with friends, as we're looking at our beautiful neighbor, the moon. If you really like this kind of programming, get involved with ETHOS. Look us up on the website. And also we have story times, which are available for children to have some fun time with science as Lisa takes us on an adventure through various books. And if you want to do robotics right, this is one of the robotics centers in the country, located in northern Indiana, serving this region, Elkhart County, St. Joe County, up into Michigan, and all over northern Indiana. The Robotics Place. It's an amazing program for youth. If you want to get your child involved with robotics, here's where you go to do it right. And also a big shout out to the EEF, Elkhart Education Foundation, running Ed Camp for our children through this tough time of COVID. Amazing people who make sure that great things are happening. Also, big shout out to Michigan Astronomical Society. They do a great job of promoting astronomy, having star shows. Well, when we're past COVID, they'll be out again, I'm sure, if not sooner, and just making astronomy fun for